So we're moving on into Chapter 8 now, and Chapter 8 is going to feel very similar to what we did in Chapter 7. In Chapter 7, we looked at methods for estimating a population parameter by creating confidence intervals. Well, now what we're going to do in Chapter 8 is we're going to test a claim about whether or not a particular value of a parameter is true or false. We're going to say true or not true. We're going to look at some claims such as these that can be tested by using a process called test of hypotheses. And we're going to get into this, and this to me is where the real statistics begins. Everything that we've done up to this point has been leading to this point so that we can now use statistics to prove or disprove things by using mathematical methods. There is a word of caution here, though. When conducting hypotheses tests as described in this chapter and the following chapters, instead of jumping directly to the procedures and calculations, because those are easy to do, so you'll want to do them, be sure you consider the context of the data, the source of the data, and the sampling method used to obtain the data. For example, this claim right here, it kind of gave me reason for concern whenever I saw that they cited a website survey and presented that. If a newspaper presents survey from a website as if it were gospel truth, that's not the same thing as scholarly reviewed statistical research, because remember, whenever you're taking a survey on a website, those are self-selected studies, and those are poorly gathered data. So that could skew the results. So whenever you're reading information about statistical studies, people are afraid of numbers usually, so when they see numbers, they tend to say, oh, well, it must be real. They've used big words and numbers. I want you guys to start using some common sense at this point and start questioning things. Don't just accept them because it looks official because it's in a newspaper. Okay, so let's get into Chapter 8. This is where the real fun begins.